Welcome back to the show. We're at High V in Manhattan in the club room, and of course we're joined by Karen. Karen, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Brian.
Tailgating, it's that time of the year. Everything around this town is purple right now, and rightfully so.
Lots of excitement.
Lots of excitement. And we've got something that is either good at home or on the road.
Right, right. Actually, people get tired of the same old burgers and brats, so we're trying to give you some new ideas for tailgating. And this is one of those that you can actually do way far ahead at home, and then take it to your tailgate and just assemble. So we're going to show you this recipe. This is a yummy green chili beef mini sandwiches. And so basically all we're going to do, I've got my skillet here is already preheated, and you should always do that ahead. And then I'm just going to put a little olive oil right there in the skillet. Now I'm going to take this beautiful chuck roast that I have, and we're going to put it right into this hot skillet and brown it off.
And why do people do that? I mean, I remember growing up, my mom always browning the roast and all that, which is a habit for me now. I always brown the roast, but what?
You know what it does is it actually sears the exterior of the meat and holds in all those wonderful juices. So that really, plus we know that in cooking, the brown fond, the things that are left in the bottom of the skillet, is flavor. And so when you sear off a roast like this, you're locking in good flavor, plus you're adding extra flavor to the outside.
Not only chuck roast would be good for this, but what is there another roast?
Absolutely. You could even use like steak. You could use different cuts like that as well. Brisket. But a chuck roast or a round roast, any of those would be a great choice. So now what's going to happen is we're going to brown this off on both sides, and then that's actually going to go into like a crock pot or a stock pot on top of your stove where it can just cook slow for a few hours. So like I say, this is maybe something you do on Friday ahead of that Saturday tailgate.
And these chuck roasts, and we eat a lot of chuck roasts at home too, I mean, these are great when they get to cook nice and slow.
Right.
So,
Long
and
slow.
And he's talking at me.
Yes,
he's actually spitting at me, as a matter of fact. So.
Okay, and I think I'm just going to give this a quick turn for the camera so you can see that we're just going to brown it off on both sides.
And you're starting to get a nice little crust on him around those sides. When you brown, do you brown like all four sides, or do you just typically go to the larger side?
Yeah, I just kind of one side on each, and 3 to 4 minutes on whatever side you're on, and that gets a nice crisp crust, and then it's ready to come out.
Now, olive oil is, we use a lot of olive oil in our cooking segments. Very healthy oil. Should we be looking for extra virgin? Or?
You know what? The very best thing when you buy olive oil is to buy extra virgin olive oil. Some people think that if they buy the light extra virgin that it's lower calorie. It's not. It has to do with the color when it comes to olive oil. But extra virgin olive oil is what you want. It's from the first pressing of those olives, and that's the healthiest for our hearts. So that's the one.
In the last minute we've got here in this segment, we're going to take this out.
Yes, we'll go ahead and pull this out, and now a little earlier than maybe we would, just so we can show you the next step. Now you're going to be able to tell we have some nice fond in the bottom, and the next step was going to be to take one medium onion and just brown it off. And you're right, it's kind of talking at us.
It is.
And we're going to saute those onions.
You put me in a hot pot like that, I might scream too.
We're going to saute those onions. That's going to get nice and translucent looking. Then in about 3 to 5 minutes, we are actually going to add the salsa verde, which is a wonderful salsa. Add that to it. Then that's going to smother that roast in that soup pot or that crock pot and let it cook long and slow. And then the next day, we're going to slice it off and use it in the little mini sandwiches.
Well,
like
we're going to show everybody that stuff when we get back from the break. 2, 1. Welcome back to the show. No one could ever say I haven't taken one for the team. I was stirring the onions and chili verde and. Yeah.
Took one right in the eye.
I did. I took one in the eye. So I had to eat 4 grapes to make myself feel better. So there you go. It's a win-win for me.
There you go.
Okay. Through the magic of television, our roast is cooked. And God, it looks fantastic.
And basically, once that roast is cooked, all you're going to do is slice it if you can, but you can see this roast is so tender, it's just kind of falling apart. So what I do then is I take the roast, put it back into the cooking liquid after you've sliced it, or chopped it up, whichever. You can see how yummy this is going to be. And then we're just going to stir that in. Now, this is the onion, the salsa verde, and then the juices from that roast cooking. So you can tell it's got a little more dark cast to it. Isn't that nice?
Yes, they've cooked down, got
Right.
kind of caramelized.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, now all we're going to do is take this meat mixture. Now, this is the point you could take it to the tailgate.
Okay.
You could have this in a crock pot.
Sure.
Keeping it warm, or put it in a soup pot on your grill at the at the tailgate, and then basically all you're going to do is take out. We might even put just a little cheese, and you can use cheddar. I've got pepper jack. I've got cheddar. You name it, whatever your preference. Just put a little cheese on those. Put that wonderful meat, onion, salsa verde right on top there. Get a little more meat for that one.
And what people don't know is she's making 3 of them, and what people don't know is Kevin's.
lunchtime.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Kevin's behind the camera, so we're
going to be good.
Yeah, you
now,
guys can't even imagine
a
how well
little more cheese.
Oh, that's a shame. That's shameful, Karen. That's just too bad.
That's just going to melt. Won't this be yummy though at a tailgate?
Oh yes.
Nice crisp fall day.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can put a little more meat on that even.
Yeah.
Layered up. It's kind of like a little slider.
It is. A little double decker.
Right.
Yeah.
And then of course we'll finish it off with just a little more cheese and the tops.
Yeah.
And then I've got a little toothpick, just hold them together. What do you think of that?
When I take a bite of that, I should probably take the toothpick out.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
That is, especially you've already taken one for the team.
I know exactly. Garnishment, grapefruit. Again,
absolutely.
don't take me to your tailgate because I'll eat all your grapes before we even get them out of the bag.
But you could use chips and salsas and all kinds of anything because this kind of has that Mexican flair with the salsa verde. Yeah. So yeah, any of those would be great.
And again, chuck roast, was that what we cooked with? Again, the longer you cook it, the better chance you're not going to be able to slice it because it's just going to fall
Very
apart.
Tender.
So.
But that makes it so easy to serve the next day at the tailgate. Like I say, just take this out, make sure you keep it good and warm. We want it at least above 140 degrees when you serve it for sure, and not to let it drop below that.
Well, the way it smells, I don't think you have to worry about keeping it above 140 because it's going to be gone. So, green chili beef mini sandwiches. Yes. Find them on the website?
Yes, they're actually on the beefitswhatsfordinner.com. This recipe and tons of other great ideas for tailgating. They actually have tailgating right there on the website where you can look up some fun recipes.
And again, this is so simple. Make it Friday.
Right.
Take it to the
You're prepped ahead.
Take it to the field on Saturday.
Right.
It's a great example of being able to cook something on Friday. You don't have to rush around to cook something on Saturday. You can have it done and ready.
You could even cook this roast on the Sunday and have Sunday dinner. And have what leftover roast you have, cook it up and use
2 for 1.
Right, 2 for 1. Yeah. Cook once, eat twice.
Well, we're going to eat now.
Great.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.